Hey guys, I hope that all of you doing great. Well, this guy, Ran Neumar, basically he is the owner of this YouTube channel, Crypto Banter, and basically Crypto Banter firm. He lost over $100 million with the Luna collapse. That means losing $100 million, like nine figures. So it could be even more, 150 to $200 million, or even more, within a matter of 2 days. And that was more than 60% of his entire portfolio. So he was over invested into the Luna, and he was very much backing the Luna. And in fact, like he shared within his interview, this is worth watching, guys. This particular interview, I mean, only one portion of the interview covers this part. Apart from everything else, he talks about. So basically, a lot of learning lessons from this. Now, this is not just the learning lesson for the people who manage millions of dollars, but it is even for the people who are managing thousands of dollars within the crypto. Maybe you have seen the downfall, maybe you have seen the upside. Definitely you should see this video completely till the end, so that we can discuss what are the learning lessons from the mistakes that was made by one of the smartest people out there in the crypto. Like, he happens to be within the crypto from a really long time. In fact, I covered one of his thing, like he converted $35,000 into $35 million by holding 7 of the best of the coins from 2018 bear market to 2021 bear market. So yes, this happens. This can happen to anyone, people. I mean, the best of the brains, the best of the minds. So basically, he was over invested within Luna cryptocurrency, and in fact he was very much the advocate for the thing. In fact, on his channel he had a special episode covered onto the Luna, given the analysis why Luna could even cross $10,000 or even $50,000 per coin. Like, it was insane numbers. Like, within 1 year it might reach $1,000. After that it might reach $10,000. After that, I mean, this is what he came up with. In fact, a lot of people following him did invest into it, and it is not that he was trying to scam people. He really believed in it. He had more than 60% of his entire portfolio now onto the Luna, and then it later came out it was more than 9 figures. So 9 figures is minimum $100 million. It could be $200 million, $300 million, $400 million. I mean, doesn't matter. It was more than 60% of his wealth that was wiped out within 2 days. This is what he said, that he did not believe, like, I mean, he did not understand how can somebody even consider the suicide. But this incident made him realize what are the things that could even eventually lead people to think about the suicide. Definitely he did not think about the suicide, but now at those point of time, at those lows of his life, this is what he thought. But then, great thing that he turned around, he rebuilt himself. He in fact used that downfall to re-energize himself, to work even harder and take it in a very positive way. So the lessons that we happen to learn, guys, with this Luna collapse, but more than Luna collapse, like this guy, one of the smartest people out there, that happened to be one of the great mentors of a lot of people. 500,000 people are there subscribed onto the Crypto Banter channel. How can he lose 60% of his wealth within the crypto that was built from more than 5-6 years in 2 days? Like, somebody as smart as that. This is what we need to understand, that risk management is far more important. Like, this is the lesson number one. Risk management is far more important than the upside. I mean, looking for the maximum gains. Like, we are looking for the maximum gains. Okay, this is the coin that has a $5 million market cap, and probably if it jumps 100x, I'm going to make 100x. I mean, we only consider the bullish scenario. We need to be considering what are the bearish scenario, what are the worst cases that may happen, and always be skeptical about the things. That is when, like, once you do the risk management, the upside will take care of itself. You want to do the risk management for the days like Luna, for the days like Celsius, for the days like 3 Arrows Capital, and a lot of hacks that have happened across the crypto sector. So risk management should be your first priority. You give all your focus onto the risk management and then look for the upside. You are going to make a significant ton of money, whether you are dealing in hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. It does not matter. Risk management is very important. Point number 2, lesson number 2, we need not be emotionally attached to any of the crypto coins. We need to be working, we need to be trading or buying and selling like a bot. I mean, What does that mean? Like, this is what Ran Neumar said, that he knew that being invested with 60% of his portfolio into one coin, this is not healthy. He would never suggest something like this. But just because he loved Luna so much, I mean, he did not reevaluate it. And when, in fact, he had his Luna, I mean, his UST, I mean, apart from the Luna, the UST stable coin also collapsed. So a lot of people lost big sum of money from the UST as well. In fact, like, the Luna was $40 billion market cap. A lot of people, like 20 million, 30 million, 50 million, people kept on losing. They were hosting it on the Anchor protocol for 20% upside. So this is what we need to understand. Try to think if you're in love with any of the coin. The point is, it's not about just invalidating and going out and selling the coin. No, it is about questioning. It is about that I'm not going to be in love with something and take the losses. Rather than that, I'll be in love with my USD account, USD balance. If I feel that I'm over invested into one particular thing, I will reevaluate. Does not matter even if I like it. And that should be, I mean, that might be emotionally discomforting, but you need to be trading like a bot. Having said that, what is the third lesson? And I believe like this is one of the most important lesson, general life lesson, because I mean, a lot of people are devastated right now with the entire crypto market. Even if they did not lose within the Luna, I mean, some of the coins, people are 90% down, 80% down, 70% down, so much down within the entire portfolio. This is what we all need to understand. Life is like a chart. I mean, you take the example of the best of the brains. I mean, in fact, this guy as well, the crypto banter guy, he was one of the smartest people out there. So you cannot say he was dumb to do something like this. But even the smartest of the people, sometimes life will happen to you. Sometimes you will not be able to help it. Sometimes you will make the silliest of the mistake, even being smartest of the people around, and you will lose. So you need to be thinking. I mean, this is what he said, Ran Neumar, right? How did he deal with it? Eventually he came to the term that if I think my life is a chart, I formed a higher high and right now I'm forming a higher low. The next part of the cycle will be I'll be forming a higher high, further higher than the previous high. So you all need to, and we all need to be thinking this way whenever we feel something like this. Try to take it as an inspiration. It does not matter. We are human beings. Sometimes life will happen and we need to take it as a chart, that this is a form of a life chart which is at a lower point right now, believing that we do not give up and it is going to come back, it is going to go higher. In fact, like, I happened to hear one of the story from at one of the anonymous Twitter handle, that is Coinfission, where people post their confessions anonymously. So one guy said, like, he shorted Bitcoin within the 2017 bull market within the last 2-3 months, when he shorted at $12,000 Bitcoin when it shot from $12,000 to $19,000, and he lost 200 Bitcoin. That was his entire saving. And that was like one of the depressing moments in his life. 200 Bitcoin is like, at the peak when it was $69,000 last year, that is worth $13.8 million. So that's what he lost. And then he started again from there, 2017, four figures. Four figures is like less than $10,000. And within the 2021 bull market, he was sitting with 8 figures. That is more than $10 million. So the other point is, like, do not give up. It does not matter. Sometimes it is going to be really, really harsh. It'll seem as if it's never going to work out again. It's never going to get restarted again. Doesn't matter. It will get restarted. You have to hang in there. You have to take it as a life chart, just the way, you made something previously which you never believed, or probably you lost something to the extent you never believed. You will make it back just the way you do not believe it right now. You have to hang in there. You do not have to give up. The harder you get hit, the bigger the rewards in the future. So that's all I wanted to share, guys, within this lessons that we can learn from the $100 million loss of crypto banter guy. And in fact, one last but not the least lesson that I wanted to share, in fact, I've personally experienced this as well, is that especially within the crypto market, whenever you see something fishy ongoing with a particular project, whenever you see that, okay, some trust issues are there, some sort of hack is happening, some sort of FUD is going on, for example, the UST like depegging initially to 93 cents and then coming back, just get out, just take the first loss. I mean, does not matter. Do not wait for the trust. Why? Because, I mean, first of all, let's say there is a particular coin, when this trust issue happen, I mean, you do not trust other people to maintain with their trust, right? Everyone will start pulling out the funds. So when everyone starts pulling out the funds, anyways, that is going to drive the price crazy lower. So you are going to lose a lot. So you have to take a stand. You have to take the first loss. And guess what? If, let's say, the FUD becomes real, just the way in the case of UST, the people who sold at 95 cents, the people who sold anything above 90 cents, I mean, they were one of the smartest people. Even though they lost 5%, 6%, 7%, they saved on 95%. I mean, the same day or within a day or two, it depegged down to 95%. So this is one of the lessons. Whenever there is a trust issue, there is a FUD, there is something fishy about the things, just get out. Take the first loss. Do not wait for the recovery. It is never going to happen. I mean, the recovery is not going to happen. And the chances, like, you are going to be saving a lot from the bigger damage. If the bigger damage happens, you have already taken the first loss, the initial loss, and you are safe from the bigger damage. Again, guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please ensure that you hit the subscribe button. This channel will be everything about how do we grow your finances. The goal of this channel is to provide financial freedom to all of our subscribers. Ensure you hit the subscribe button and comment down below for what you think of this loss, your loss. What is your belief system right now within the entire crypto market? And I would like to read each of the comments. Smash the like button, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Bye bye.